We'll be picking our team of the week from round 2. Now, before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you know when we upload. All right, speaking of off week, a lot of the people in the comments said we had an off week last week picking our team of the week. The loose head, I've gone with Reece Kerr from Wales. 1 try, 7 tackles, which is a lot for a big boy. Normally we just hide next to the ruck, so he got through a heap of work. Solid at scrum time. I'd just like to see him do more minutes. He's a big boy, but I thought he was one of the standout loose heads throughout the weekend. Any of you boys have anyone else at tight head? At loose head?
I actually had Reece Kerr as well, and that's not because I know what happens in the front row. It's what ChatGPT told me. So we both agree.
Well, I went a bit different. I went All Blacks loose head. Ethan de Groot, man. Like he's making a stamp on that number 1 jersey, man. Like New Zealand do produce a lot of good props, about mobile ones, and he is, man, looks like he can play 80, like he's just showing out. He was dominant in the scrum. He even got a little try.
Hardy.
Made over 50 meters, which is hard for a prop because you're only in the midfield, so he's pumping somewhere. So that was my
Has he swayed you, Venny, or are you sticking with ChatGPT?
I just came back from New Zealand and I can still feel the white oil in my heart. I'm going to switch over to the group.
All right, I've been outvoted and we're going to lock in Ethan de Groot. That's probably saved us, all the Kiwi guys in the comments. So we're going to lock in Ethan de Groot. Okay, in the hooking position, there's a few standouts. I did mention Johan Gobela from the Springboks, 12 tackles, 1 turnover win. I thought he was huge, so I'll give him. But I want a special mention to BPA off the bench early for the Wallabies, and I thought he was just energy around the park, and that set piece, locking that up. It wasn't enough to get us over the Frenchies, but special shout to BPA. But I had Johan Gobela from the Springboks. Any of you boys have someone else?
I'm with you, Sonny. I'll give you this one.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
No fighting on this one.
Right.
You sounded really good with all the stats.
Yeah,
we trust you on that one, mate. Right. Your stats you had behind there, I was trying to throw you off for someone else, but not enough.
All right, so let's lock in Johan Gobela from the Springboks. Another Springboks at tight head, Wilco Low. I think one of the first 2 scrums actually blew out the Scots out of the park. Absolutely BCF'd them, and he wasn't some big names. Yeah. Credit to Scotland, they did come back and put up a fight in the scrum battle, but Wilco Low, he's massive and around the park was strong, so he was my pick at number 3.
Perfect for me.
Okay.
Same here.
No fun.
Let's not hit someone else.
Easy work. So we're going to lock in Wilco Low.
I love it.
We've all got our other one, the one you told us to.
Yeah, I didn't know we're battling again.
Oh, no, all good. All right, and then my last lead pick, I'm going to go with another Springboks, Ruan Nokia, 18 tackles, 1 turnover win. He was huge. Probably didn't do as much as Kobus Vissa with the ball in hand, but I thought Ruan Nokia was my standout at lock. But we'll name all the locks first. Venny, I had you to come up with a lock as well, a few options.
Yeah. No, he wasn't my one too. I didn't know that's how you say his last name, Ruan Nokia. But I had him too. Played the whole game, 16 tackles, 10 carries, 1 turnover. Very good defensively, and obviously what you want in the lock as well. Good at set piece in the line-out. So I had him. And then the other lock I had was, I can't say his last name, Florian Verhaeghe. He's French.
Yeah, he was. He had a massive game, man.
Big boy, man, coming out with 1 try. Played the full 80 as well. And again, very, very reliable. It's actually quite impressive for these big boys to play the full 80. I don't know if that's normal in France, but yeah, he was very good at set piece as well. So I had him.
All right.
I had Cummings as well.
Yeah, I had Cummings as my second one as well. I thought he was outstanding.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. So 14 tackles.
Yeah.
For line-out steals. Work rate was on high. And even his little break in the midfield. Woof.
Hardy.
Man could gallop.
So it sounds like we're going to lock in Ruan Nokia and bump out Florian for Scott Cummings.
Thank you for your input, Lavinia, though. That's what you're here for.
You're trying to get us in trouble, man, with all the...
Nice. If we get backlash again, remember this.
Okay, Vinny.
Remember this one.
Blindside. Who's your blindside?
I don't know if you agree with me, but I even though he was up against a subpar team, I thought he played really well. Was Guy Pepper. 1 try, 10 tackles, 0 missed tackles, so he tackled at 100%. 12 carries, 53 meters, and played the full 80. He had a strong season in the Prem, and I think he's finding his feet in that white jersey. So I want to give it to him at 6.
All right, Kimami, did you have anyone else? I certainly did, but we'll hear who you had.
You know what? This is Lavini's area, and the way he spoke about Guy Pepper, and I am a fan of his, the way he plays, man. Like, everyone always complains, like, well, why is it like other guys not starting? But if you watch Guy Pepper properly and you watch the way he gets to work, he's a beast, bro. So I back you 100 for that one.
So we've already locked in Guy Pepper, but I had to give shout to Ben Gunter, another tackling machine for Japan, and then Paul de Villiers. Paul de Villiers for the Springboks. I'm not saying this just because I'm writing the D of all our Springboks YouTube supporters here, but Paul de Villiers was outstanding last week, but he backed it up this week against Scotland, creeping up on the back row stocks there for the Springboks. But we'll lock in Guy Pepper. This was actually the first week that I'm like, okay, this guy's actually good. Or all the other weeks watch England play. Like, what's this guy got over?
It's tough, See, that's everyone's take on him. But if you watch him properly, club level, everything he does, the way he works, he's not the flashiest, but man, gets it done. He's a crafter. Is
he the one that got mistaken for Pollock in South Africa? And he came on and everyone was just booing him.
Everyone was booing him. Yeah, that's it. Lavini should only have one name at number 7. If it's not what I hear, I think we're fighting.
Who's your pick, mate?
I think it's everyone's pick. What an unreal game he's had, and everyone's talking about it too. So it's good, even though we lost, it's good to have some positives to come out of the Wallabies game. But Fraser's right, bro. 17 tackles, 2 turnovers, 14 carries. Unreal. Full 80 as well. Slowed the ball down at the ruck. Done his job like a typical 7 would. I thought it was unreal, man.
And the way he saved that try too, when we grabbed it through. We.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the stats are massive, but there's some of those stats that you don't really see. Like, my key one was when the French were breaking out and then kicked it, and then the fullback grabbed it, and he was the first one to secure that ruck when they had Frenchies coming down. He was that first one to the ruck. He's always that first one. And that's why he won from the open side, and on top of what he does on both sides of the ball, man. What a crazy performance from Fraser McWright. Now, Venny,
crazy.
number 8. Who's your player?
It's gonna be a tricky one. I'm not doing this just to appease everyone that was in the comment section last week, giving you guys hell. But honestly, I'm a big fan of Adi and how he conducts himself on the field. He only played 66 minutes, but in that time, 15 carries, 80 meters gained, 14 tackles, and 1 turnover. I like, obviously, as everyone knows, he's a leader, leads by example. I like having that, because if you want go forward, you look to your number 8. I think he provides that leadership and go forward for the All Blacks. So I'm looking him in.
Okay. Mummy, who did you have?
Nah, I think he's right. But the one thing I love, though, like, you can see the way Adi's aura is, like, when he walked off the field, everyone came up to him, he goes up to every guy. He's just outside of rugby and everything, you need guys to create culture, and that's what gets the dubs at the end of the day. At that last play, are you dying for your brother, or are you just going to let it go? And once you make that, and you can see the South Africans, bro, the way they love each other, the way they go for each other, their culture. It's all about starting that, and for that, I give it to Adi.
All right, been outvoted by oral points here. I would have gone with Argentina's Jacqueline Oviedo, 2 tries and 100 meters, 20 carries, and Pollock. Or I would have put Pollock at 8 as well. But
that was tough.
But he was off the bench. That's why I didn't give it to him. I was going to give it to him, but he was off the bench against the underperforming, under par.
I've never seen a guy give player of the week and then not name him. I think we need to check that.
Oh, we're gonna clip that part out.
Sharing the line,
so shout out to.
That's when you know he's manned him right now. In it, bruv.
Oviedo 2 tries, Pollock 3 tries, and we still give it to. You got to give it to the aura. You got to give it to the man. So we'll lock in Adi now. Mummy, this is your bread and butter now. So you run the show, and we'll try and fight to get our names in there.
Number 9. If you obviously there's special mentions with the other 9s that played really, really well, but like Luku, he was amazing too. Right. But man, just the way Roygaard's playing now, and he's taking over now. He's the number 9. He's going to take them on, and I can see him being the 9 for like the next 10 years.
Now number 10,
Intermac, man, like. without his performance, meaning like the way he played was amazing, but the pressure he had, like everyone was saying, it should be Jalibert 10. What are you doing? Changing Jalibert out of his position that he's showing up that he should be starting, with all of that before the game too. And like the way he played with that, he had like the way he controlled the game, like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'd,
Kamami likes to say, take him out of the team.
Take him out of the
team.
Australia come back.
Yeah, that's true. Like
then my Aussie accent comes back. Yeah, mate, you guys were on.
For parts of that first half, I was like, oh, it's not working. And then you see Intermac just show his ball carry skills as well.
Bro, just taking it to the line, eh?
Yeah, but just for reference for all our English viewers, I would have gone with Finn Smith. I thought he stood up for the English this week, but Venny, you going to back up Intermac?
Yeah, I'll go with Intermac. I thought he was unreal. And Jalibert at the back coming on those, like, attacking from deep. I think it actually complements that 10-15 they were trying to go with. Obviously, you said it didn't work at the start, but fuck it was firing in all cylinders at the back end of the game. So, yeah, I'll go with Intermac.
All right, lock in Intermac. And let's go with your wings, your two wings. Who you have in there?
I had Theo from the French team, bro, or Aaron, one of the French wingers. But then the other main one was Will Jordan, just the way he ran the game, bro, like, and getting free tries. And just look at his work rate, man. Like, all those tries, he's like working from different sides of his wings, his vision as well. So those are my two wingers, Theo and Will Jordan.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Like you notice when most teams break the lines, you're like, waiting for someone. When the All Blacks break the line, Will Jordan's the first one there. You're frick, they're going to score.
Always.
So that's good off the ball shout from there from Mummy. Venny, who did you have?
I had Will Jordan as well. Obviously, It was unreal in this game. But I had this guy, but I'll probably turn into a special mention. But Manny, Fairway Oboso, I thought he was real good. I've been following him. He's from Exeter. He's just coming back from injury. But I thought for a start in the white jersey, he was real reliable. Again, obviously against the underdone Fijian team, but he did what he was meant to do. I thought it was real good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I was just about to say I'm happy with Mummy's Grandidia. I thought he was unreal for the Frenchies. That's that effort that Louis Bielbarré normally brings. He brought that for the Frenchies. I thought it was unreal. But we'll leave it for you, Mummy. Who's your second winger? Will Jordan and?
I think Azza, man, debut, 2 tries in Australia, knowing that every winger in France, is like amazing, and him putting on that performance, it just shows like what Lavinie said, our stocks that we have in France is crazy.
All right, lock in Grandidia. Okay, 12 and 13. Who'd you have in the centers?
I'm doing my classic, take him out of the team, Jordie Barrett, brotherhood. Like, he is everything for All Blacks right now. Like, he's always been that guy, but like with the new thing that the coaching that's coming in, he's done well. Like, he's always the guy that stays in the 12, but just the way he runs straight, carries, holds up the D, even like giving it out wide, like all his stuff, like started from his like straight line running and the breaks for like his hands that he has and his defense, bro. He's crazy, Jordie Barrett. Right. And 13 is, they're both 12, but I put him and Sione Tupulotu, like they were the two standout centers for me. So
okay, we're gonna change it. Okay, Venny, you going with those two in the centers?
Yeah, I have Sione and Jordie Barrett as well. But yeah, big shout out to Tuipulotu. Like I said, he's the one who straightened everything up for that Scotland team when everyone was going sideways, and that's what you need from your 12. So big shout out to him.
All right, I would have had at 13 Henry Slade or Jesse Krill, but we'll go with the boss man here. We'll go Sione Tuipulotu and Jordie Barrett locked in at 12 and 13. And then last one, 15. Who'd you have at the back?
Jalibert, brother, man. Like, you watch the game, you understand, you see his talent, you know how he is, bro. 150 meters, 2 try assists. He had 73 touches of the ball. That's crazy. Like, he's just there active, and just the way that it came through at the end, at the start was a bit iffy too. I was I don't know if it's going to work. But they understood each other, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, that was cool to see. Like, every now and then he came in at first receiver. So, and then, that little chip kick that came over. So, man, he's an outstanding player, and it'll be interesting to see what they do when Ramos does come back. And, so, Venny, did you have Jalibert as well?
Yeah, I had them. He's literally the definition of eyes up footy, Like
Eyes up.
I like that one, mate.
I like that.
It's weird. It's weird to like. Obviously, I just moved here, so I don't really watch French rugby. But it's weird to see white boys play eyes up footy like that and just flary and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of the French style of rugby at the moment. That guy
even running out of their 22, like you know, like everyone like getting it with that much time. They're like, oh, unless they're gonna kick it. The man slows down. Oh, am I gonna kick now? I'll hit it back in the middle. Let's have a go.
Yeah, you're used to Fijians doing that stuff with the Fijian flair, but man, the French flair's unreal at the moment. Love the brand of footy.
All right. Now, that was our team of the week for round 2. Let us know, roast us. I'm sure we'll get it in the comments over on Instagram. So if you want to join in, head over there and shoot your shot.